Okay, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something massive. We are breaking down the source material for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And honestly, this is shaping up to be the biggest Marvel release since No Way Home. We're going to look at the story, the absolutely jaw-dropping numbers, and yeah, the heartbreaking reality of our favorite web-slinger. So grab your notebooks, get comfortable, and let's just get right into it. So think about this for a second. What if you saved the world, but literally everyone you loved completely forgot you? Just imagine the sheer emotional weight of that. Peter Parker cast a spell that erased his entire existence from the universe's memory. His best friend Ned, gone. MJ, the love of his life, she has absolutely zero memory of him.
Hi, MJ.
He did this to himself to save the universe. Fast forward 4 years and he's still out there, every single night, protecting a city that doesn't even know his name. Wow. It's either the most heroic thing anyone has ever done or the absolute saddest. Honestly, it's probably both. Okay, let's dive into this monumental shift in Peter's life, because the contrast is insane. Look at his past. This is a kid who went to space to fight Thanos. He was standing shoulder to shoulder with Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. He had Tony Stark's billions and essentially an Avengers credit card backing him up. And now? Well, now he's a broke college student, completely alone, living in a New York apartment so ridiculously tiny that his bed is literally his desk. It's like, imagine being the CEO of a massive global company, and then you wake up the next day as the anonymous guy sorting the mail in the basement. And you can't even tell anyone you used to be the boss. It's really giving us that classic, gritty, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man energy that comic fans have been practically begging for. To really grasp this emotional core, let's use a simple analogy. Imagine carrying around this huge, heavy backpack, right? And it's filled with the most beautiful, treasured memories of your life. Every inside joke, every trip, every shared battle. But the person you made those memories with is walking right beside you. And to them, you are a total stranger. Peter remembers all of it. He sees Ned on the street. He sees MJ on the news or walking around campus. And they just look right through him. They're living their lives completely fine, because to them, Peter Parker never even existed. He is carrying the entire weight of a relationship that they don't even know happened. And despite all of that, he keeps protecting them anonymously anyway. It's not just a superhero story, you know? It's a really profound, tragic love story. Moving on to Section 1, we've got the exasperated big brother dynamic. This part brilliantly highlights the comedic genius of the movie. We've got Frank Castle, the Punisher, this giant, ultra-violent vigilante who, makes criminals permanently disappear. And in their first encounter, Frank literally hits Peter with his actual van. And how does Peter respond? He just complains about it, jams Frank's gun, drop kicks him into the street, and literally just tells him, "Go home, Frank." And Frank? He just rolls his eyes. It's exactly like Spider-Man is this disruptive kid on a playground, and the Punisher is his exasperated big brother who is just so tired of his antics. Apparently, they cross paths enough to be on a first-name basis now. It's an absolutely hilarious dynamic, and honestly, it brings some much-needed levity to Peter's super lonely world. All right, Section 2, the mutation crisis. Prepare for some body horror evolution here. So, 4 years of maximum stress, 0 breaks, and absolutely no support system is completely wreaking havoc on Peter's body. He is going through this really dangerous physical evolution. The symptoms are wild. He's developing organic web shooters, and his eyes are turning completely black and terrifying. For the hardcore comic fans, this heavily echoes the 1971 Six Arms Saga, where Peter basically starts becoming way more spider than human. Some people even think it connects to the other storyline, dealing with death and rebirth. But the most amazing part, even while mutating into this monster, he's still our goofy Peter. There's this one moment where he's facing down an armor-clad assassin, and instead of just fighting, he pauses, limbers up, and genuinely recommends a stretching routine to his enemy. He's literally telling this guy, "It's so good for you." He's a mutating spider creature offering wellness tips to people trying to kill him. Classic. But obviously, because of this mutation, Peter desperately needs help. So who does he go to? Bruce Banner. Now, seeking mutation advice from Bruce Banner is literally like a guy who just crashed his car asking another guy who always crashes his car how to drive better. It is perfect. It perfectly captures the absolute absurdity of the situation. Bruce can't even control his own giant green rage monster, and Peter is knocking on his door like, "Hey man, I'm growing extra eyes over here, what do I do?" And, well, you guessed it, things go wrong. Bruce Banner's Savage Hulk persona, the really uncontrollable version we haven't seen since Infinity War way back in 2018, actually comes out during their conversation. Peter went looking for a little scientific advice and accidentally triggered the Hulk, making the situation so much worse. It is just peak Parker luck. The man has the proportional luck of a radioactive spider, which apparently means absolutely zero. Next up, Section 3, a stacked villain lineup. We are talking maximum threat level. This threat matrix they've set up is completely stacked. We've got Michael Mando returning as Matt Gargan, the Scorpion, who's been stewing in prison since Homecoming. And let me tell you, he's definitely not happy. Then we have Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone, who is this physically imposing, fiercely loyal powerhouse of the criminal underworld. On top of that, we have the Hand. Yes, the ancient ninja criminal order from the Daredevil series. And if that wasn't enough, there's also a powerful, invisible threat causing this weird pattern of crimes across the city that Peter can't even figure out. Just think about that for a second. This is a single movie, and it has more villains and way more complex threats than most entire trilogies. Our guy Peter is incredibly outnumbered here. Moving right along to Section 4, Breaking the Internet, where we look at these record-shattering numbers. 718.6 million. That is the number of views the Brand New Day trailer received in its very first 24 hours. Actually, scratch that. Let me say that again to really let it sink in. 718.6 million views in one single day. No way, right? To put that massive number into perspective, Brand New Day didn't just beat previous records. It absolutely demolished them. Look at this. It surpassed the massive record set by Deadpool and Wolverine in just 8 hours. 8 hours! It even beat the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, which, let's be real, the entire internet thought was completely untouchable. This right here proves that we aren't just talking about a movie release anymore. This is a massive, unprecedented cultural event. And the crazy part is, it doesn't stop at trailer views. The pre-sale numbers completely back up the hype. Brand New Day posted the best first-day pre-sales in 5 years. Definitely the strongest of 2026 so far. And here is the kicker. They achieved this without IMAX screens even being available yet. Let that land for a second. Tom Holland himself has said this isn't a sequel, it's a rebirth, and director Destin Daniel Cretton called it one of the roles of a lifetime. Based on these metrics, the fans completely agree. This might honestly be the best Spider-Man movie Tom Holland has ever made. And that leaves us with a really tough final question. Spider-Man Brand New Day is clearly shaping up to be everything we've waited for. It's the story of a hero who loved his friends so much, he basically disappeared entirely just so they could be happy and safe. So I have to ask you, are you team reveal? Like, do you think Peter should eventually find a way to tell Ned and MJ the truth and rebuild his family? Or are you team anonymous? Meaning, you think the ultimate sacrifice means he must stay in the shadows, bearing that weight alone forever. Think about it, debate it, because this really is the core dilemma of this incredible story. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and I will see you next time.